and welcome everyone. So, did watch the Xbox showcase, and hopefully everything came through okay. And I'm doing this recording before you can find it out. Yay! So if it's massively chopped up and it sounds like I'm dubbing over stuff, that means it didn't record alright. So hopefully it did work out. And here we go. And if you want me to do more videos like this style format, let me know in the comments. I do plan to do like maybe smaller react videos to individual game trailers and stuff like that. But yeah, so hopefully for the next 2 hours you can stand me listening or stand me talking. Thanks, and talk to you later. See ya. You know, I guess it's a good thing I don't claim to be a professional YouTuber or anything like that, because I just spent the last 2 hours watching the Xbox stuff, Xbox showcase, giving commentary, and I just, like I said, I just started watching the video, and yeah, the game audio is too loud. So basically, I'm just playing the entire thing back without loud enough commentary to warrant me to have it playing again. Just, yeah, so I'm just gonna go over some of the stuff I liked and highlights and stuff like that. So first they showed Fable, the new Fable series. I'm just going to call it Fable 4, despite the fact that Xbox itself calls it Fable. Didn't really show any gameplay. It was just a world premiere CG trailer, the cinematic. And if they don't cut it, it looks like you're going to be doing part of the Jack and the Beanstalk tale. And of course, they kept it as Fable humor and all that. So a lot of silliness. Being one of the guys being interviewed, like a TV interview almost, despite the fact that there's no cameras in the Fable universe. And the guy turns out to be a giant. And there's a clip in there where the hero kicks a chicken for no reason. I laughed, I giggled. Just, I don't know why kicking chickens is so much fun. So yeah, new Fable looks like it could be interesting. It's not by Lionsgate this time around, so hopefully it's better than what they did with Fable 3. Because in Fable 3, halfway through the game, you switch over to a life simulator, and I remember the big announcement for that is, in Fable 3, you can hold hands! Yay! But yeah, they didn't handle Fable 3 very well, in my opinion. I never played the Fable Connect game, so I wouldn't know about that. South of Midnight. Very clay animation style game. It looks like it could be very interesting. Kind of a hunting monsters with magic kind of thing. So that does show a little bit of promise if when the new gameplay trailers come out and show us more what it is. I'm definitely looking forward to that potential. And if it sticks with the clay animation graphics, that'll be even better, because it makes it look very unique. Next is the Ubisoft, as far as I'm aware, open world Star Wars Outlaw game. And again, it was just a premiere, so there's no gameplay footage or anything like that. Has potential because it's not EA. There's not going to hopefully won't be microtransactions, but it's Ubisoft, and a lot of their stuff has shit ton of cosmetic microtransactions, so potentially it could be very good. I don't think there's going to be any Jedis involved, which I look forward to, like Republic Commando. No Jedis, no nothing, no Force or anything like that. So hopefully it'll be something along that line where it is just this, well, this character and her struggles through a non-Jedi filled world, galaxy, whatever. So yeah, looking forward to seeing more on that as well. Next was 33 Immortals. Looks like a Gauntlet style over the head 2D style gameplay. There's, I guess, single player, but then you can be joined by 32 other people, hence the name, which I think is interesting. Not necessarily my thing. Not really a MMO like that. I mean, despite the fact I play Final Fantasy XIV, that's different in my opinion. But yeah, looks interesting. I'm going to pass on that. Payday 3. I didn't really enjoy Payday 2 that much, so I'm definitely going to skip that. Persona 3 Reloaded. Reload. I might give it a shot on Game Pass. And as far as I'm aware, most of these games, if not all, will be on Game Pass in one way or another. Avowed from Obsidian. I know the last couple Obsidian games I played, I personally didn't enjoy that much. I know people say Star Wars Knights of the Republic 2 was great and stuff like that, but for me, it felt unfinished. Like there was just so much shit done. I remember people saying that it was BioWare's fault, they wanted to get the game out, so I was like, oh, maybe Obsidian's pretty good. Then they did their spy game or something like that, and it bombed. I know Fallout New Vegas was by them, if I remember correctly, and it was alright. But yeah, not going to hold my breath on that one either. The Sea of Thieves, The Legend of Monkey Island. I got Sea of Thieves when it first came out, and as far as I'm aware, none of my friends play it, so I kind of traded out within like a week or two. I never played Monkey Island either, so I have no idea what that shit's about. So, not something I'm going to be waiting patiently for. Flight Simulator 2024 was announced, and it looks good. Looks like they have career modes now. I'll try that on Game Pass. Again, not one of those I'm going to be holding my breath for. They also announced a Dune Flight Simulator, where it's a co-op between the movie Dune and Flight Simulator. It says it's an expansion, so I'm assuming it's going to be the one that was released with the Microsoft, the Xbox XS systems. So I'll give that a shot. I still need to watch Dune itself. And I also have the book. So hopefully we'll be getting into that. Next was Suna's Saga Hellblade 2. Looks interesting. I need to play the first one, so I would understand more what's going on. So I will eventually play that. Then was Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth reveal trailer. I guess the guy's in Florida now. Whoever the main character is from Like a Dragon. He's in Florida now, and doesn't really say anything about the game itself other than it's still supposed to be haha tongue-in-cheek, because he's naked and his privates are covered by different things throughout the the trailer. And it's kind of funny, but nothing I'm like, oh yeah, I'm pulled in. Next was the new expansion for Fallout 76. I can only say I'm not playing it. Simply because I tried Fallout 76 for a couple hours and it didn't feel right. There wasn't a lot of enemies I ran into. I think the 6 other players that were on that server at that time were elsewhere, and they were all obviously post game. So I think one guy was like level 250 or something like that. So I have no interest in it. I'm going to butcher this name. Kuntisu Gamma, Path of the Goddess from Capcom. Looks fairly interesting. Not going to say I'm going to be getting it day one or anything like that, but I'll try it at some point. Looks like very Japanese/Chinese mythos based. So we'll see. Elder Scrolls Online: Journey to Necrom. I haven't played Elder Scrolls Online like a month after it first released. I tried getting back into it like 2 years ago. I couldn't do it. Now each expansion is like a full release game price. I don't agree with that, because even Final Fantasy 7 Final Fantasy 14's expansions are only like $20 each. So if they did that route, I'd probably get more into it, but I don't feel like playing a whole new game price for that. Next was Overwatch 2, the Invasion trailer. I remember seeing a video saying that they scrapped that. They scrapped the PvE portion, which I'm assuming is this invasion thing, out. Like, they literally spent, 4 or 5 years working on it, and they said we can't provide the same service or the same feel that you expected of us. Bullshit. So they just scrapped it. So I don't know if this was already in the showcase lineup and they couldn't take it out in time, or they just lied to everyone. But yeah, no, I haven't played Overwatch in years, and when I heard that Overwatch 2 is basically a cash grab, I lost all interest in it. But I don't know. I'll wait until I see more videos on Overwatch 2 and this invasion thing. So, Persona 5 Tactica, not my thing. I didn't like the way it looked. I'm not into the, those kind of games. I know I probably said I'm going to try Persona 3, but that looks different than Tactica. But, Just Ant, don't know how to pronounce it. A mountain climbing simulator. Not going to try it. No interest in something like that. Still Wakes the Deep. That looks like a first-person horror game. Should be interesting to see how that plays out. When I see more footage or more trailers on that, I'll give it a shot. But from what it looks like, it's going to be fairly interesting. Dungeons of Hinterberg. That looks very interesting. It looks like a very fantasy style. No, yeah, obviously it's fantasy style. A fantasy-based game, kind of close to Final Fantasy, even Persona style. So I'll give it a shot and give it a try. Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty. Hell yes, I'm going to be trying that. My slight confusion is how are they going to make it work with, say, because in my ending, I escaped Night City, with Pan Am, and Johnny Silverhand went his own way in the AI world. So I don't know how they're going to integrate that, or if that ending isn't an official ending, or if they're going to do kind of like what they did with DSX Human Revolution, where you destroy, like, the official ending because of Mankind Divided, where the official ending became you destroyed the oil rig but you still lived, where, as I remember, if you destroy the oil rig, you don't live. I don't know. We'll see how well that works out. City Skylines 2. I enjoy doing City Skylines. I want to see if this comes out on like PC enabled. Oh, I'm just noticing it's going to be on PS5. Interesting. Anyway, what was I saying? City Skylines 2. Yeah, I might get that. I have slight interest in it. Metaphor refranchisoed. Give me a second. This one was very flashy. Looks very anime inspired. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to try it or not, because I think it's from the same group that did Persona. So we'll see. Towerborn. Not exactly. I mean, it looks like it's like a Tales of combat style, whereas like a 3D exploration, but as soon as you get in combat, it's 2D. So, I might pass on that one. Clockwork Revolution. This is definitely very interesting to me. I look forward to seeing more on it because it looks very Bioshocky. Bioshock Infinite. But there's time travel involved, and I mean, I'm sure it's going to be scripted and all that, but it looks like what you do in the past will affect the future, and you can change the world around you. So that should be interesting to see how that plays out. And yeah, so like I said, that should be very interesting. Let me just double check. Yeah, and then from there, it was the Starfield stuff. Starfield Direct. They definitely went into a lot of their ideas and what they wanted, what they want, what you should expect from the game. Everything looks very beautiful. There's so much customization. There's over 1,000 worlds to explore, they said. And you can do so much stuff. You can make outposts, customize your ship, customize yourself, get into romances and all that. And like I said, it looks very beautiful. It looks very good. I am excited, or I really do look forward to playing this. And they already have pre-orders up because it comes out in like 3 months from now. And the one pre-order I'm kind of looking to see how much it is, and it's not up yet, which is kind of frustrating, is their like the Constellation edition, which includes a shit ton of stuff, including a smartwatch, which I'm interested in. But if it's like $200 or $300, I'm not getting it. They say it's a Bethesda game through and through, which means it's going to be a shit ton of bugs and all that pretty much day one. So, like I said, I look forward to playing it. I am going to purchase it. I'm not going to just get it on Game Pass and wait, because I kept saying throughout the original commentary that it looks very Star Wars / Mass Effect feel to it, which I enjoy. I like the idea of also space combat. So we'll see. That is definitely one of the games I'm going to get no matter what, along with the Cyberpunk, the Star Wars and all that. So I think overall it was okay. The Starfield Direct felt a little too scripted, if you know what I mean, which I'm sure they do on purpose, and they have to make it sound great and perfect, and you can do whatever you want in their world and all that. So yeah, like I said, I'm sorry that I didn't get the volume right for my commentary on the thing itself. Hopefully I will get better with it as time goes on, if I continue to do videos like that, if I do more showcase style reacts. Like I said before, I do intend to try to do a little more react videos Well, I just give my thoughts and all that, and maybe if I'm not so lazy, I'll actually look up information on these games and companies and what's coming up and all that. So, yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up here, guys. So, thank you guys for listening, and I'll talk to you later. See ya.